The Norwalk Education Alliance created the mock interview program to help students on their path to college and career success. The mock interview program was created in 2015 and continues to grow. This year, 200 students from 6 different high schools were able to interview with professionals and receive valuable constructive feedback. More importantly, the exercise provided real-world experience and put their interview skills, such as communicating professionally and confidently, to the test. The success of the mock interview program helped earn the Education Alliance the prestigious 2017 Golden Bell Award for an outstanding program that highlights best practices in education.
The goal is to help help both the youth as well as residents of all ages get connected to education and training. Through education and training, get better jobs, and ultimately, as they get better jobs, incomes will rise. That's good for the entire community, good for the individual household, but also good for the city. It helps, that additional income helps support businesses and helps to stabilize the economy and allow us to grow.
This mock interview that we have here this morning is to help the students develop what we call soft skills for them to better present themselves for any jobs that they will be applying for or colleges that they'll be applying for, so that they're in a very low stress environment where they have the ability to speak candidly and to showcase what they have now, so that community leaders can help them develop what they have to be better marketable for the jobs, careers, and colleges that they'll be applying for in the near future.
I am just super excited on how the collaboration between the city, the business owners, the teachers have been in such an important step in preparing our young students for their first job interview.
I would encourage fellow friends or students or anyone just to go through the process, because I think it helps overall and gets you that feedback that you really need in order to be successful in the future and help you out during interviews. So.
Definitely don't be nervous. This is the time to where you can express yourself in a manner that you think is fit, and then from there you'll get feedback on to what you should actually do for a real interview at any job.
I didn't feel nervous. I felt like I was just talking to a friend. She also went to Norwalk High School, which is the school I went to, so it was very nice to have someone kind of to relate.
A mock interview is such as that. It's practice, and practice will lead to a more positive interview in the future. What's great about this is not only do they practice and they have the interview with us, we give feedback to the students immediately following the interview, how they could do even better, because they did it outstanding. I mean, they were well dressed, articulate, communicated clearly, answered the questions, but like in any interview or any position, you could always do a little better, and that's, I think, that little extra is what we gave them.
You don't really have to be nervous, because if you're confident and if it's a job that you really want, there's no reason why you should be nervous. And she just gives good feedback, and it helps me to know what to look for in a real job interview.
I think many high school students don't really know what goes on in interviews, and when they're faced with it, they kind of get scared or nervous that they don't fully express themselves. So I think this opportunity is nice because it gives them like a great background, what to act, what not to do, and it's really good.
That it's actually a really fun process, because you get to learn a little bit about yourself and how you are and how you answer questions. So don't be nervous, and even if it's not the best, you still learn something and you gain a very good experience.
Stay relaxed, smile, keep eye contact. I think that's important, and I think a firm handshake says a lot too.
A very famous leadership coach, John Maxwell, says, "Your success is hidden in your daily agenda. So whatever you do a bunch, you're going to get better at it, whatever it is." And so interviewing is no different. It gives kids an opportunity to prepare, to perform.
What we like to talk about in terms of our students preparing for mock interviews is that they take the time to build their resume, as well as be confident. We want them to make eye contact, and we want them to be prepared to really sell themselves in this kind of a process where they can talk about their strengths in a more formal setting.
Be a little bit more elaborative with my resume, and just come a little more prepared next time.
She told me to work on not being afraid of selling myself and talking about my volunteer experience and my extracurriculars.
She gave me some pretty good feedback onto how to present myself with a little more confidence, especially when talking about my weakness, to make sure I don't hold myself to lower standards and I should keep myself to higher standards.
One of the things I like about the Education Alliance, it provides our students the ability to breathe life into their dreams. Okay? A lot of times kids have dreams when they're young and life kicks them around. They put their dreams to the side and they sort of prematurely bury their dreams. And what we're trying to say is no, that you have something inside of you that you have to accomplish that is all automatically given to you. And this allows kids to breathe life into their dreams.
Thank you from Norwalk.